Yes. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second session of your cost of capital. And if you remember in the last class, what we have covered up, we have started with the introduction part of cost of capital. We have also discussed about the different sources of capital along with the concepts, how the cost can be associated and how the company can calculate its average cost calculations. Okay. We have also covered up about these components of cost of capital. Then we discuss about different type of risk when we come to the calculation of cost of capital, significance of it, and the five major heads which come under the cost of capital calculation, that is debt, preference shares, equity capital, retained earning, and average cost of capital. Fine. And we have discussed the first head of this particular component, that is cost of debt. We have covered up, and related to the particular topic, we have discussed the perpetuality and redeemable debt instrumentation. We have also discussed this numerical, which is of irredeemable in nature. We have discussed this part. We have discussed this question as well, in which the redemption is given to you. That is 8 years in this question. Along with that, few more questions we have discussed in the class. Okay. Now, the next three heads, that is preference share capital cost, equity cost, and retained earning cost, that we will discuss in today's session. Okay. Shall we start now? Cost of preference shares. Yes, students. So now the next topic, the next second head in the case of cost of capital is the cost of preference shares. Cost of preference shares are basically the dividend percentage or the cost which the company need to pay to all their shareholders, those who are preference shareholders. Now, what is the meaning of preference shareholder first of all? Preference shareholders are basically all those shareholders, those who are having the preference of declaring dividend or distributing the dividends before equity shareholders, because there is a sequence of dividing the profit. First it will go to the debt holders, then it will go to preference shareholders, then it will go to the equity shareholder. So preference shareholders having always I could say a privilege to receive dividend before equity shareholders, but make sure there is no legal binding and it's come to paying the dividend. Okay. But legal binding doesn't mean that the preference share capital or the investor of preference shares are free of cost capital. No. In order to retain all those investors as well, you need to declare the considerable amount of dividend, considerable percentage of dividend to the preference shareholders as well. Okay. Now, similar to the previous part, I think if you remember, we discussed about redeemable and irredeemable debt. Similar to this part, we have redeemable and irredeemable preference shares. Okay. Now you can see that irredeemable, the formula is D upon NP into 100. In the debt part, it was interest. Okay. But here it would be dividend. NP formula would be similar. There is no change in that. Okay. When we come to redemption, again, RV minus NP upon N and RV plus NP upon 2 into 100. I hope so this part is clear because formula is similar to that. Okay. Please note on the formula. And the NP formula would be similar what we have discussed in the previous class. Okay. So this was the formula for NP. Okay. So I'm just copying it right now. You can just note it down, this complete formula for calculation of the preference shares. Clear, everyone? I hope so. Students, please kindly confirm. Am I clearly audible, please? Ms. Shipra, Ms. Poonam, am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear now? This formula is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And make sure one more thing, like if you remember, we discussed KD, means cost of debt. It is KP, cost of preference shares. Clear? Just note on the formula.
Sir, I want to ask you one question. Sir, ये cost तो C से आता है, K क्यों दिखाते हैं?
Usually, nothing but you can denote by C as well. But when you come to standard nomenclature, we denote by K on. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Please note on the formulas. We'll discuss few questions of this redeemable and irredeemable preference shares. Okay? Please do it fast. Because if you understood the debt calculation, preference calculations would be very easy for you. Yes, when done, note it down, please. These formulas. Yes, friend, shall we start, please? If you have noted down. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So, the first question, okay, the similar to the previous one, okay, just try it at your end first. You can see that a company issued 1,007% preference shares of 100 each at a premium of 10% redeemable after 5 years at par. Okay, first of all, we'll go one by one. Just tell me one thing, it is redeemable or irredeemable, first of all? Students, is it redeemable or irredeemable?
Sir, redeemable.
It is redeemable after 7 years of time, 5 years of time. Okay.
Yes.
First of all, we need to calculate dividend. Dividend, how to calculate? That is 7% of one. First of all, we could say total value. Okay. Total value would be, I think, 1,000 shares into 100 each. Okay. So that would be how much? 1 lakh. Okay. Clear? So dividend would be 7% of 1 lakh. Yes, student, please. 7% of 1 lakh. That is 7,000. Students, please kindly confirm. Is it clear now? 7% of 1 lakh 7,000. Hanji.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, it was issued at premium. Make sure. Premium kitna hai? That is 10%. 10% premium. Means the original amount was, so NP would be 1 lakh plus 10% of 1 lakh. That would be 1.1 lakh. That is net price. Clear, please? NP. And it was redeemable at par. Matlab original value per it would be redeemed. Okay. So your redemption value would be 1 lakh only. You can see that, please. Premium of 10% redeemable after 5 years at par means the redemption value would be at par. Par means face value. That is 1 lakh rupees. Now I think you have each and everything. And number of years are 5. Clear, everyone? It is similar to the previous question only. Students, please kindly confirm. Is it clear? Simply put the values and answer should be 4.76%. Clear, please kindly confirm. Understood? The value, the dividends, net price, redemption value, number of years, everything. Clear? Hanji?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Please note down fast, and then we'll discuss the next part. Okay. Yes, please note down fast. Yes, we're done. Clear this question? I hope so. We can start the next question now with preference shares. Shall we? Haji, student, please kindly confirm. Shall we move to the next question now?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, sure. Now, next question, just focus on the question only, not answer, please. Okay. I think I should hide the question. 1 minute, please. Okay, and just solve it by your end first. Far better, I think. Okay. So in this question, first of all, number of shares are 20,000. Let me type this question, I think, in the chat box, so that at least you can solve this question. Okay. So number of shares 20,000. Okay. The dividend percentage is 8%. Per share value is 100 rupees. 1 minute. Dividend percentage is 8. Per share value is 100 rupees. Okay. I'm just giving you all the inputs first of all. Okay. Then flotation cost is 2 rupees per share. You know what is flotation cost? We discussed in the last class. Flotation cost 2 rupees. 2 rupees per share. Okay. Make sure. Then we need to calculate cost of preference share capital if it is issued at par, issued at premium 10%, and issued at discount of 6%. Okay. So 3 calculation we need to do now. Okay. Calculate KP. Number 1, when issued at par. Number 1, when issued at par. Number 2, when issued at 10% premium. First of all, tell me which type of question it is. Redeemable, irredeemables.
So irredeemable.
It is
So irredeemable.
irredeemables. Yes, perfect. So I think inputs are given in your chat box, please. Number of shares, dividend percentage, per share value, flotation cost per share. Make sure. Okay, 2 rupees per share. The number of shares ke according you need to calculate. Okay, you need to calculate KP at par, at premium, and at discount. Clear? Try it once. Formula is D upon NP into 100. Clear? D upon NP into 100. Try it once and tell me the value for the first one. Because if I'll show the answer, I think you might have distract yourself toward the answer only. That's why I'm not showing that answer to you. Just go through with the question first and tell me the answer for the first one when issued at par. Please, I think if you have attended the previous class, same what we calculate in the cost of KD in the case of irredeemables options. Okay, so that the same calculation you need to go for KP as well. Please do it and tell me the first answer. Sorry. Yes, and I'll share the screen with you, but not the actual question. Okay. Yeah, this is the answer we have, but there's a previous question which we are solving. Okay. Yes, anyone got the first answer, please? When it was issued at par. हाँ जी. Sorry. Yes, anyone please got the answer? I'm showing it now. You can see that first of all, we need to calculate the dividend percentage. Okay. First of all, the total value you need to calculate. Okay, value should be 20,000 shares into 100 each. So that is how much? 20,000 shares at 100 rupees each. How much? Yes, students?
Sir, 2 lakh.
20 lakh.
20 lakh.
Okay, 20 lakh. Now, for 20 lakh, you need to calculate dividend. Dividend of 8%. So 8% of 20 lakh. How much? 1.6 lakh. Okay. So this is your dividend, DP. Formula was T upon NP into 100. Dividend upon net price into 100. Okay, dividend we are done. Now, when the, you could say securities are, sorry, when the preference share is issued at par. Okay. Par means on face value only. So what is face value? 20 lakh minus flotation cost is how much? 2 rupees per share. And total number of shares are 20,000. So 20,000 into 2, 40,000. So that will give you 20,000 minus 40,000. Second one is at premium, I think. Yeah, premium of 10%. Okay. So second is premium. At premium, what we'll do? 20 lakh plus 10% of 20 lakh, that is 2 lakh minus 40,000 is the flotation cost. Here. And when it comes to the last one, there is discount. So it would be 20 lakh minus 6% of 20 lakh, that is 1.2 lakh minus 40,000. So in this way, you can calculate all these values of NP and simply put up in the formula. Any query to anyone? Please let me know. If no queries, please copy this answer. Yes, students, any doubt to anyone, please, in this question? Understood this part?
So please explain the second one again. Sir.
Premium?
B1. B1.
Yeah. You understood how what is 1.6, how to calculate 1.6? That is clear?
Yes, sir, that is clear. Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, NP is all about, you can see the formula as well. Face value minus discount plus premium minus protection cost. Okay. So similar way we can calculate in the premium, it should be 10% of 20 lakh, 2 lakh minus protection cost 40,000. So 20 lakh plus 2 lakh minus 40,000. That should be 7.4%. Clear?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
Sir, please confirm what is floating cost.
Well, flotation cost is basically the cost associated with advertisement, brokerage, in a commission. Yeah. So any mediator
Okay,
cost. Yeah, that would is protection cost.
okay.
Issue cost, you can say. Okay. Please copy it fast. Still note it down, please. Shall we move to the next question? Hanji. Shall we move to the next question? Understood? Because we discussed one question of redeemable and one question of irredeemable preference shares. Sorry. Yes, when done, please kindly confirm. Hanji.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Thank you so much. Please try this one last question, I think, on preference shares, and then we'll move to the next topic. Okay. This is of again redeemable preference shares. Okay. In this case, you can see that 20,000 shares. I think this we have completed already. 100 rupees each, redeemable after 8 years at premium of 10%. Okay. Then cost of issue is 2 per share. I think similar question, but it is redeemable part. Okay. Now you can see that 1.6 lakh, similar to the previous one, is a dividend in this case. It is redeemed at premium of 10%. So 20 lakh ka 10%, that is 2 lakh. So 22 lakh redemption value. Then 20 lakh minus 40,000 is 19 lakh 60,000 is the net price. And similarly, you will apply this value, you will get 9.13. Clear, I think? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Similar question, I think so. Hanji. Is it clear, please, everyone? 9.13 in the case of redeemable preference shares. Okay, everyone? If it is clear, then we'll move to the next variety, third head of the cost of capital, that is cost of equity share capital. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Start.
Yeah, please. The third head now we have, that is called cost of equity share capital. Now, as I told you, who are equity shareholders? First of all, they are the main owner, co-owner of the company, those who are investing in the company, and they have the rights to vote in the organization as well. Okay. Now, equity share financing is basically one of the most and core important aspect of any organization. Okay. Now, there are certain formula in order to calculate cost of equity share depends on what information or what inputs are given to you. Okay. So first of all, do one thing, just note down all these 5 heads. That is, first formula is for dividend pricing method, second price is for growth, third one when the growth is not given, or earning yield method and dividend yield method. Okay, please note down this formula and we'll discuss the question related to all these 5 topics. Clear, everyone? Because we already covered up what is cost of equity. Clear, everyone? Yes, student, please note on this formula now. And we'll start the question of this cost of equity. Yes, we're done. Note it down. Yes, sir. Note it down, please. First of all, remember the D1 is the dividend for current year. P0 is the price of equity share, similar to NP, net price. G is the growth rate if it is given in the question. D0 is the dividend of previous year. EPS is earning per share. MPS is market price per share. And DPS is dividend per share. Okay. So these are the explanation of different terms given in this particular formulas. Is it clear? Sorry. Hanji, note it down, please. Shall we start with the first numerical? Yes, friend. Shall we start with the first numerical? Note it down, please, everyone. Yes, friend. Please kindly confirm.
Sir, D1 because we have received dividend after 1 year.
No. If like current year, for example, if we are talking about 2021 financial year, okay. So if
Okay.
like for example, if the dividend declaration is given to you for 1920, and they are asking about like growth for the 2021 is 5%. So accordingly, you can calculate the dividend for current year and you can calculate KES.
Okay.
It is based on financial year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, shall we start? First numerical. Everyone, please. Shall we start with the first numerical now?
Yes, sir. Start.
Yes, sure. Now, the first question. The share of a company are selling at 40 rupees per share. Means what is given to you? It is market price or price of the share is given to you. It had paid a dividend rupees 4 per share last year. Last year means D0 is given to you. Okay, last year dividend. The growth rate is 5% per year. G is given to you. We need to calculate the company's equity cost of capital. What is the formula? D1 upon NP into 100A. But in this case, you can use that we will use this particular formula. D1 upon P0 into 100 plus G, because growth rate is also given to you. Okay. Now, first of all, D1 is not given to you. What is D0 is given to you. So how to convert D1 from D0? That is D0 1 plus G, you will get D1. So you can see that. D0 1 plus G. What is D0? 4. 1 plus G. What is G? Growth rate is 5%. Okay, so I think this data is not clear properly over here. Okay, 1 minute. So the calculation would be, first of all, we need to go for D1 calculation. Okay, so D1 would be D0 into 1 plus G. Okay, now, so D1 would be, D0 is 4 and 1 plus 5%, 0.05. Multiply this 1.05 into 4. 1.05 into 4. 4.2. It would be 4.2. Okay. So now, formula is KE, cost of equity, D1 upon P0. So 4.2 upon price is 40 into 100 plus growth rate, that is 5%. Here, please calculate KE now. So first of all, 4.2 upon 40 into 100 is 10.5%. So 10.5% plus 5%. So that will give you 15.5%. Clear, everyone? Because it is 1.05, okay, not 10.5. It is 1.05. Clear, everyone? Hanji. Everyone, please, is it clear? Hanji, please kindly confirm, students. Is it clear? 15.5%. Now, similarly, in the second formula, you can see that we have to calculate if the growth rate is 7%, we need to calculate the market price per share. Means we need to calculate MP now. Okay. So now, first of all, again, the same formula, 4 into 1.07. That is for dividend for the current year. Plus 7% is the year. MP we need to calculate already. K we already know. That is 15.5%. Okay. So that would be the part of your KE. Okay. So you can see that 15.5 minus 7 15.5 minus 7 is equals to 4 into 1.07 is 4.28 upon MP. So you can see that whenever the growth rate increase to 7%, the price of the share should be 50.35. Clear, everyone? Yes, students, clear? Everyone, please kindly confirm.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Perfect. Note it down as well. Yes, students, please kindly confirm. Note it down or not? Yes, students. Mr. Kuntal, are you getting something, I think, what we are discussing right now? Yes, Miss Poonam, Shipra, and Komal. I think other two are not discussing at all. Yes,
Yes.
is it clear? Note it down as
Yes.
well.
Yes, sir. We are getting.
I already know.
Already noted. Good.
Yes.
Fine. So, like, we are taking a break of 5 minutes now, and we'll get back few more questions of this and last topic, that is KR, after 5 minutes of break. Clear?
So please repeat the slide to note the question.
Yeah, sure. What I'm doing right now, I'm just we are going for the break of 5 minutes. I'll share my screen over here. We'll note it down, and we'll get back at 6:10. We'll sharply start. Okay. Yes, we should start now. Okay. So the next question which we are discussing now, I think this is the next question. Again, similar to the previous question only. Okay. When the future earning is rupees 7 per share, means dividend is given to you. Future earning means current year dividend. Okay. Current price is 55.45 per share. Flotation cost is 10%. 10% of what? Price. Okay, we need to calculate KE now. Very simple question. First of all, D1 is 7 rupees given to you. Net price is 55 minus 45 minus flotation cost. Put up in the formula, you will get the answer. Very simple. Everyone, I think, is back. Yes, students. So this is a question, very simple question again. The only thing was the D1 is given to you in this question directly. Price is given to you. We need to subtract flotation cost and we need to calculate the KE value. Clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, shall we move to the next question, students? Next question.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, sure. Now, next question, you can see that a company issued 10,000 equity shares of 100 each at a premium of 10%. I mean, definitely there would be a premium. So net price would be 100 plus 10%. That is 110 rupees. Okay. 100 rupees is the face value. Issued at premium 10%. Means 110. Okay. And company is paying 25% dividend on that. So 25% of what? 100 rupees. 25 rupees is the dividend. Compute the cost of equity capital. Very simple. T1 is given to 25. Net price 110 into 100. That is 22.72%. Clear? Because it was issued at premium. So 100 plus 10% of 100. 110. Dividend declaration is 25% of the face value, which is of 100 of 25, which is 25 rupees. So it would be 22.72%. Clear? Okay. Is the first part clear? Yes, students. Is the first part clear? I hope if you will interact, if you will just give the answers, I can proceed my lectures more smoothly, please. Is this part clear, everyone?
So the cost of capital is for individual, sir.
Yeah, it is for individual, yes. Because 100 rupees was the share price, issued at 10% premium, 110, dividend 25% of 100, 25 rupees, 25 on 110 into 100, 22.72.
Okay, sir.
Now, second part would be, will it make any difference if the market price of equity share is 175? Means if the price was 110, the KE was 22.72, but the price changes to 175, what will be the value of KE? So it's very simple. You just need to replace 110 with 175. You will get the answer 14.28. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move? Have you copied this? Yes, student, have you
Yes,
copied
sir.
this?
You can move.
Okay, thank you so much. Next question now. Again, like similar type of question we'll discuss one by one. A company plans to issue 10,000 new shares of 100 each at par. Par means on original value. The flotation cost is 4% of share price, means 4% of original value. Okay, that is 100 rupees. The company pay a dividend of rupees 12 and growth rate is 5%. Very simple. Dividend given to you 12 rupees. 100 rupees the price minus flotation cost is 4 rupees. 4% of 100 plus growth rate is 5%. 17.5. Okay. Second question is, if the current market price of an equity share is 120, so then you need to simply replace of this value with 120, you will get the answer of KE as well. I hope so. This KE part is also very simple and clear. हाँ जी. Please kindly mute yourself. Ms. Shipra, please mute yourself. Is this part clear, please, everyone? Note it down as well. Yes, students, please kindly confirm.
सर अभी नोट कर रहे हैं सर.
हाँ, sure. Take your time.
Sir, I have a question.
Tell me.
This question is given growth 15%, but previous question we add growth 10. You remember 15.5% answer is.
Yes.
तो उसमें हमने ऐड किया था, मतलब 10 प्लस 5 प्लस 5%, वो क्यों ऐड किया था हमने?
Because formula है ना मैम, वो तो like 10.5 plus 5. We calculate this part. This was 10.5, and this part is remaining 5. So 10.5 plus 5, 15.5. In similar this question as well. This part is I think 12.5 plus 5, 17.5.
12. Yeah, but this question already dividend given na 12%.
Yeah, dividend is given. So madam, we have to calculate KE percentage. Okay. So it is 12 divided by 96. See, 12 divided by 96 is 12.5 percentage plus 5, 17.5. Because this part is 12.5. Because see, make sure this 5 is in percentage. So we need to convert this part into percentage as well. Clear?
Okay.
Yes, shall we move to the next question now? Yes, students. Shall we move to the next question? Students, please kindly confirm. Students, please.
Sir, please move.
Yeah, sure. I think this question I'm not discussing right now. It's similar to that previous one only. Yeah, this question we can discuss. It's a different one. Okay, earning per share, or you could say K, earning per share, K is similar part. Okay, we'll discuss this question and then we'll move to the last variety of question, that is retained earning. You can see that a firm is considering an expenditure of 75 lakh for expanding its operations. The relevant information is given to you. Number of existing equity share is 10 lakh. Market value of existing share is 100 rupees each share. Net earning of the company is 100 lakh. Compute the cost of existing equity share capital first of all. Okay, so very simple. Total earning is 100 lakh. Upon price of the share is 10 lakh. So what is per value share or KE would be 10 rupees. Per share value is 10 rupees because 100 lakh is total earning, 10 lakh is number of shares. So per share earning is 10 rupees. This is a dividend company declaring to the shareholders. Now, dividend upon share price, 100 into 10. So 10% is the KE in this particular calculation. See, first of all, what we did, we calculated per share earning, means D1 we calculated. D1 upon P0 into 100. 100 rupees is P0 price, D1 is 10%. Okay, now, the second option which they are telling that, and new equity capital assuming the new share will be issued at 92 rupees per share and cost of new issue will be 2 rupees per share. I mean the net price would be face value minus flotation cost, 92 minus 2. So 10 is the earning, 92 minus 2 into 100, that is 11.11%. Clear? Clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to note it down this question as well? Because this KE part is done now. Third head is done. We'll move to the fourth head now. Cost of retained earning. Is it clear, please, everyone? Hanji, clear everyone? Note it down as well. Shall we move?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. No.
Shall we move to the next part? Okay. Now, the next and the fourth head of cost of capital, which is called cost of retained earning. Now, what is retained earning? I told you in the last class. What is retained earning? Anyone?
So the capital which is retained in the company, not for any dividend or anything, sir.
Okay.
Retained earning is a reserve and surplus.
Reserve surplus. Reserve surplus of the company, sir.
Yeah, part of the profit which the company will keep in reserve in order to meet future contingencies or for some future projects of the organization. So for that purpose, they always keep a reserve out of their total earning of the financial year. Okay. Now, definitely you can understand if the company is keeping a retained earning, definitely it having some opportunity cost because that money is basically idle for some time because that money can be utilized for some fruitful purpose as well. So the cost associated or you could say opportunity cost missed by the company by keeping a retained earning is called your cost of retained earning. And formula for the calculation would be KR, cost of retained earning, equal to cost of equity. Because why equity? Because this part may be you could say divided or declared to dividend in the form of dividend to equity shareholder. So out of that KE only, 1 minus T is the personal tax liability of shareholder and 1 minus B is brokerage paid by shareholder. This is the formula. Please note on the formula and we'll discuss one question of that. This is very simple one, retained earning. Shall we start with the first numerical of KR? Yes, shall we start? Note it down, this formula. हाँ जी. Students, please kindly confirm.
Sir, noted, please.
Okay, fine. So very simple question of retained earning actually. Like in this question, the KE is given to you 10%. The taxation is given to you 30%. Brokerage is 2%. Okay. What is the cost of retained earning? Very simple question. KE is given 10%. Taxation is 50%. Sorry, no. Taxation is 30%. No, it is 50 then, I think so. Because there are some error in this question. Consider as 50%, please. Okay. So it is 50%. Yeah. Brokerage 2%, 1 minus 0.02. Simply put up in the formula, this would be 4.9%. Very simple. Compared to the previous three, it's very, very simple. Student clear, please, this part as well. KR. Because out of 5 heads, we have covered up now 4 heads of cost of capital. Now, after that, the important one is WACC, which is a very lengthy topic actually that we'll cover up in tomorrow's class. Okay, because that won't be able to cover up in today's class. So it is altogether a very different part, WACC, because there are so many concepts we need to discuss. But in order to understand WACC, you must clear with these 4 concepts: KR, KD, KE, and KP. Clear, everyone? Yes, students. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So now we will move to the doubt clearing session. Let me know, please. I think Mr. Kuntal is not there. No, he left the meeting. Okay. So Komal, Shipra, Poonam, Sangeeta, Ganesh, and Poonam. Poonam, there are 2 Poonams actually. Any doubt from this topic, cost of capital and different heads of that? As of now, we've discussed 4 heads. Okay, WACC is altogether the composite calculation of all these 4 that will start from tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll complete this topic, and Friday, Saturday we'll start with the capital structure. Anji. Sorry. Yes, students. Now the doubt clearing session lasts half an hour. Let me know if you have any query. If not, then we'll sign out and we'll catch you tomorrow then. Yes, students, please kindly confirm. Any?
No, I don't have any queries, sir.
Okay, Ms. Shipra, thank you. Komal, Poonam.
Sir,
Sangeeta.
please confirm
Yes.
tomorrow topic.
Tomorrow we'll start with WACC, weighted average cost of capital.
Acha, WACC. Okay.
Yes, WACC will start, yes.
Okay.
At market price, at book value, a lot of terms are there that we'll discuss how to calculate that, okay? So shall we sign out then, students? If no more queries?
Yes,
sir,
sir.
please.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much, and we'll catch you tomorrow with WACC topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.